Imagine existing in a reality where time becomes space, and space becomes time. Welcome to the fourth dimension. This isn't a science fiction movie plot, but a concept that has been studied and contemplated by some of the greatest minds in our history. The fourth dimension, a realm that extends beyond our usual three-dimensional perception, is a concept that can be a bit challenging to grasp. We live in a world defined by three spatial dimensions: length, width, and height. These dimensions form the framework of our physical reality. But what if there was another dimension just as real, but beyond our immediate sensory perception? Enter the fourth dimension. This idea was popularized by Albert Einstein in his groundbreaking theory of relativity. Einstein proposed that we live in a four-dimensional universe, with the three dimensions of space accompanied by a fourth dimension, time. But instead of time ticking away separately, in Einstein's universe, it is woven together with space, creating a fabric known as space-time. Much like how a two-dimensional creature living on a flat plane would struggle to comprehend the concept of up or down, we three-dimensional beings find it difficult to visualize the fourth dimension. It's not something we can point to or touch, but it's a part of our reality nonetheless. Understanding the fourth dimension is like trying to comprehend a reality where time itself is a tangible spatial dimension. It's like trying to imagine a world where you can walk forward into tomorrow, take a step to the left into yesterday, or even stroll upward into a time next week. It's a thought that truly bends our understanding of what's possible. Yet, the fourth dimension isn't just an abstract concept for physicists to ponder. It's a fundamental part of how our universe works, influencing everything from the movement of planets to the very existence of gravity. Understanding the fourth dimension might be challenging, but it opens doors to a realm of possibilities. Now, let's ascend to a higher state of consciousness, often referred to as God consciousness. This concept is a mesmerizing journey into the depths of human awareness and perception. It's not about becoming a deity or subscribing to a specific religious doctrine, but rather, it's about transcending our everyday consciousness to tap into an elevated state of awareness. God consciousness is often described as a state where one feels a divine connection with the universe and all its beings. To put it in layman's terms, imagine being in a state where you feel deeply connected to everything around you, where you sense an underlying unity and harmony that binds us all. This is the essence of God consciousness. It's not about gaining supernatural powers or becoming all-knowing. Instead, it's about nurturing an acute sense of empathy and understanding, a profound awareness of the oneness of all life forms. This concept is profoundly spiritual, often associated with enlightenment and self-realization. Enlightenment here refers to the moment of realization when one comprehends their true nature, their place in the vast cosmos, and the interconnectedness of all life. It's like flipping a switch on in a dark room, suddenly illuminating everything that was previously hidden in the shadows. Self-realization, on the other hand, is about understanding and accepting oneself in its entirety, the good and the bad, the light and the dark. It's about acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, your aspirations and fears, and everything else that makes you uniquely you. It's important to note that God consciousness is not a destination, but rather a journey. It's an ongoing process of growth and self-discovery, a path that leads us to a deeper, more meaningful understanding of ourselves and the universe around us. So, what does all this mean for us as individuals? Well, exploring God consciousness can help us develop a more compassionate worldview, nurture healthier relationships, and lead more fulfilling lives. It can help us understand that we are not separate entities, but rather part of a grand, interconnected cosmic dance. God consciousness is not about becoming a deity, but rather about achieving a profound understanding and interconnectedness with the universe. What happens when these two concepts, the fourth dimension and God consciousness, intersect? In the vast cosmos of ideas and theories, the intersection of the fourth dimension and God consciousness is a particularly intriguing junction. It's a place where the tangible and intangible, the scientific and spiritual, collide and coalesce. The fourth dimension, an abstract plane beyond our three-dimensional understanding, is often associated with time, but some suggest it could represent a realm beyond our typical sensory perception. God consciousness, on the other hand, is described as a heightened state of awareness, a profound sense of unity and interconnectedness with the universe. Now, imagine these two concepts converging. Some theorists postulate that achieving a state of God consciousness could allow an individual to perceive this elusive fourth dimension. This isn't a concept easily proven by empirical science, but it is supported by a wealth of anecdotal evidence. Consider the accounts of near-death experiences. Those who have brushed against the veil of mortality often describe experiences that seem to transcend our three-dimensional understanding. They report a sense of timelessness, an awareness of simultaneous past, present, and future, elements that echo theories of the fourth dimension. Psychedelic experiences, too, often yield similar reports. Users of substances like psilocybin or DMT frequently recount perceptions of reality that defy our standard dimensions. They speak of a sense of unity with the cosmos, a dissolution of self, and a perception of time and space that defies our linear understanding. Yet, it's important to remember that these are personal experiences, subjective and open to interpretation. They offer tantalizing hints, but no definitive proof. Still, these theories and anecdotes provoke thought and invite exploration. They challenge our understanding of reality and consciousness. They blur the lines between science and spirituality, between what we know and what we might yet discover. Whether these experiences truly reveal the fourth dimension remains a mystery, but the possibilities are fascinating. Can the human soul or spirit perceive the fourth dimension? This question invites us on a journey into the realm of the metaphysical, where science and spirituality intertwine in fascinating ways. The human soul, as envisaged in many spiritual traditions, is not limited to the three dimensions of physical reality. It's thought to inhabit a reality beyond space and time, a reality that could be analogous to the fourth dimension. While this concept may seem abstract, there are theories and beliefs that suggest the human soul has the capacity to perceive beyond the confines of our three-dimensional world. One such theory is the concept of astral projection, a phenomenon where the spirit is believed to travel outside the physical body. This out-of-body experience, as reported by those who claim to have experienced it, is as though they have stepped into a higher dimension, where the constraints of time and space dissolve. Imagine seeing the world from a bird's eye view, where everything is happening simultaneously and you're not confined to one location. That's a glimpse of what astral projection might be like. Astral projection, some suggest, could be a gateway to accessing higher dimensions. The fourth dimension, in this context, is not merely a spatial concept, but a state of heightened awareness and consciousness. It's a place where the past, present, and future merge into one continuous flow of existence, offering a perspective that transcends our normal, linear perception of time. Yet, such experiences and the theories that surround them are not without controversy. They tread the fine line between science and spirituality, often sparking debates among skeptics and believers alike. Empirical evidence to substantiate these claims remains elusive, and the scientific community largely views them with skepticism. While these concepts remain largely unproven, they continue to inspire curiosity and wonder about our existence. Whether or not the human soul can perceive the fourth dimension remains a mystery, but the very possibility challenges us to expand our understanding of consciousness and the nature of reality itself. It invites us to ponder the profound question: what if there's more to our existence than meets the eye? The journey into the fourth dimension and God consciousness is a journey into the unknown. This voyage, as we've learned, beckons us beyond the limitations of our three-dimensional world, venturing into the realm of the unimaginable and the transcendent. We began our journey by understanding the concept of the fourth dimension, a realm beyond our everyday perception, a dimension that, while we may not physically perceive it, shapes our reality in ways we're just beginning to comprehend. Albert Einstein's theories of relativity, for instance, suggest that time, our fourth dimension, intricately weaves itself with the fabric of our universe, bending and shaping it. We then ventured into the concept of God consciousness, a state of heightened awareness that transcends our typical understanding of reality. This consciousness isn't about any specific deity or religious belief, but rather a profound sense of interconnectedness and universal understanding. It's a state of mind where the barriers between self and the universe dissolve, leading to a sense of oneness with all existence. The intersection of the fourth dimension and God consciousness was our next stop. We contemplated how these two concepts could potentially intertwine, offering a new perspective on our existence. Could our souls, the very essence of who we are, exist within this fourth dimension, connecting us to a higher truth beyond our typical awareness? As we journeyed further, we explored the idea of the human soul's potential relationship with the fourth dimension. We pondered on near-death experiences and the accounts of those who felt as though they've glimpsed into this other realm, providing us with tantalizing hints of what could lie beyond. In the end, these concepts challenge our understanding of reality and consciousness. They push us to keep an open mind, to question, and to seek knowledge. They remind us that there's so much about our universe that we're yet to understand. Whether or not we ever fully understand these concepts, exploring them expands our consciousness and enriches our quest for understanding.